welcome to today's video. So it's actually raining outside. The weather is pretty awful. It's been awful the past few days because of Storm Eunice, which has just come through the UK. So yesterday schools were closed, lots of shops and businesses were closed, and we were just hunkered up inside. We bought some cardamom buns and tea, and we were just being cozy inside because the weather was awful. We went out briefly to go to the supermarket, and honestly it took all of my physical strength to not be blown over by the wind, because just standing up was a challenge. The winds, I think in Bath they got up to 90 miles per hour, but in other parts of the UK it went up to 120 miles per hour. It has been crazy. But luckily the tree has not fallen over my car. We're all good. Today I'm going out for lunch with my sister because we thought it'd be nice to just go out since it's half term at the moment. And afterwards we're going to the village of Lacock, which was used for a lot of the filming for the Harry Potter films. So any of you guys out there who are Harry Potter fans, stay tuned. In this video you're going to see lots of the Harry Potter locations in the village of Lacock. And I'm really excited to show you around. I just hope the weather won't be too awful for us because it's not looking very promising, but we're going to persist and try anyway. So let's go. So we made it to the village of Lacock. The first place that we planned to eat lunch, they were full, they didn't have any tables, so we're hoping we can eat at the pub at Lacock, and we're going to go in now and ask if they have any place because we are starving. It's 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock when I had breakfast, so I really need food. But I had a steak pie, which is very traditional British, with mash, and my sister had a burger. And now we're at the National Trust property Lacock Abbey, which is a really wonderful property that's right in the heart of the village of Lacock, and we're going to have a look around and show you. Oop, still very windy after Storm Eunice. But I can see that they've got lots of spring flowers out, and it's not very good weather, but we're going to make the most of it. Lacock Abbey was founded in 1232 by Ella, Countess of Salisbury, and originally was an Augustinian nunnery. Widely considered one of the most powerful women of the Middle Ages, she had previously served as Sheriff of the County of Wiltshire, and her 1225 copy of the Magna Carta was stored here until it was moved to the British Museum in 1946. The dissolution of the monasteries under King Henry VIII during the 1530s saw abbeys and convents closed and demolished across the country. Lacock Abbey survived until the final wave of closures and was shut down in 1539, but thankfully not demolished, after having been a religious institution for 300 years. The abbey was bought and converted into a country house by William Sharrington in 1540. One of the property's most famous guests is perhaps Queen Elizabeth I, who visited in 1574. Later, the property eventually passed down to his niece Olive and her husband John Talbot of Sulwarp, who, coincidentally, was a descendant of Ella, Countess of Salisbury, and the founder of the abbey. Today, the abbey is best known as being used as a film location for Hogwarts in the Harry Potter films, and walking along the medieval cloister, you really feel transported into that magical world. More recently, the abbey was also used in the filming of Fantastic Beasts' Crimes of Grindelwald. The abbey's most famous resident is William Henry Fox Talbot, who inherited Lacock in 1800. A pioneering scientist and keen mathematician, he is celebrated for capturing the world's first photographic negative, a photo of the South Gallery at Lacock Abbey. His frustration at being unable to capture his surroundings when on his honeymoon in Italy in 1833 led him to experiment with this new process of photography and perfect the technique of permanently fixing a photograph to paper in 1834, and therefore to make history. I love coming to this village. Lacock is really sweet because there's a real community feel here. I'm just walking past the community centre right now, and they often do like arts fairs and different community fairs and things, and it's really sweet. And the houses are really cute, and it's just lovely. They have a little bakery, they have a few pubs and restaurants and different stores with like locally made craft items and things, so it's just really cute. So it's lovely for a day out. And what I love as well is lots of the houses have different things for sale outside. It's just a run on trust, so you put the money through the letterbox, and they've got like different baked goods or like homemade knitted items. It's just really cute. just made it to the house that is used as the Potter's house in Harry Potter. So this was Harry Potter's parents' home in the series. It's not used much, obviously, because the parents are already dead, but in the scene where you see the flashback of when Voldemort kills Harry's parents, this is the house they use. So, it's really cool. Spotted this really weird looking bird and we have no clue what it is. Let us know in the comments if you know what bird this is. Is it a turkey? Another house that was famous in the film. I think it's in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This house is used as Horace Slughorn's hideaway. So it's another one that's featured in the series, and yeah, it's really cool to see them all around here in the village. So I'm back home now. I hope you enjoyed walking around Lacock Village with me and discovering all of the Harry Potter film locations. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel to join me on more adventures around the English countryside, and I will see you next time. Bye!